I want to talk about angle between the lines, and I want to point out one problem you may have with your calculator when you are doing this calculation. So in this particular question, we have 3 points A, B, and C, and we can see them. We have the coordinates. They form a triangle. There is an acute angle here between the line segment AB and AC. Now, in the first part, we found the slope of the line AB and the line AC. The reason why I'm bringing it because we need that here. So hence, meaning with the knowledge of having the slope, find the value of theta. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. In coordinate geometry, always remember if you are trying to find an answer and it's not obvious what you should do, always make sure you go to your maths tables, and there are those 2 additional formula here, page 19, distance from the point to the line or angle between the 2 lines. So usually one of them is our answer. So here we have angle between 2 lines. So we are taking that. We are saying, okay, that is perfect. So now all I have to do is to fill in those values. Okay, so I know I'm looking for theta, so my tan is going to move to the other side, therefore become inverse, and then I'm looking at the fraction. Okay, now we have in this formula plus and minus, we have slope 1 and slope 2. Does it matter which slope we are going to go with? No, it doesn't matter which is first, which is second. What I'm going to do now, I am going to write out all 4 versions of this calculation. So we're going to mix the slopes. We're going to say that in one option, slope 1 will be a half and slope 2 will be -1, and then we swap them and we consider plus and minus. And the reason why I want to bring that, because I want to tell you what will happen, what the values you're going to get in your calculators, and why it might seem confusing. So this is the version I've written all out. 4 different calculation we can do, because we do have plus in front of the formula, and as well we have minus in front of the formula. Now, one thing, if you want to, well, because you can assign that plus and minus either to top of the fraction or the bottom of the fraction. The point is, well, it doesn't matter which, whether top and bottom, because the overall value have to be negative or positive. The only thing I will tell you, let's say like I assign to the top of the fraction, you have to make sure that that top of the fraction is in bracket when you are putting it in the calculator. So I've written here one version when I said that first slope will be a half and second slope will be 1, and we fill in the values with plus and minus, and then I swapped the slopes and again did the 2 versions, altogether 4 versions. Now, the problem we're going to have that when whichever version we're going to put in our calculator, we're going to get the value of the tan of the slope 71.56 or minus 71.56. So both of them are acute angle. So why are we not getting obtuse angle? So let me explain. Because when I'm looking, let me just show you. Let me extend those lines. So those 2 lines, if I extend them, that becomes letter X. That's our vertically opposite angle. So that means this angle here will be the same as this angle here. And then the same logic, this angle here, let's call it beta, will be the same as this angle here, let's call it beta, right? So those 2 the same, those 2, they are vertically opposite angle. Now, the other thing we as well know and understand that if I look at straight line has angle of 180, isn't it? So that means that both of those angles, when I add them up, they should equal 180. So the question is, well, why, if plus give acute and minus give obtuse, why that's not the case here? Why every time we are getting only acute angle in our calculator of 71.56? is because of the way our calculators work. Okay, so when actually we are getting this value negative, what that means that is my 180 minus 71.56, and that's how we're going to get the remaining angle here. Now, however, what does that mean for you? What that means that whether you put plus or minus, whether you doesn't matter which slope you're going to pick first, which slope you're going to pick second. Oh, that should read too. You every time you're going to get the acute angle. Okay, the only difference is that you know that doesn't matter what value you are getting. If you are looking for obtuse angle, well, therefore you have to take that from 180, and that's how you get the remaining angle.